Merchants are realizing that most of their customers are walking in with smartphones, right? And the expectations of these customers are that merchants are going to use these smartphones to provide interesting experiences to them, improving the interaction. Um, on the merchant side, they're realizing that they can buy tablet-based POSs that are in the cloud that give them real-time data about their business and help them connect to consumers with smartphones for a lot lower than what they're paying today for expensive proprietary systems. So for both those reasons, it's a critical topic for merchants and consumers. Well, certainly, if you look at smartphone penetration in the world, consumers are definitely a big part of it, right? Even at Groupon, as I mentioned, 45% of our transactions in North America were conducted on a mobile device. That means we're almost at 50%. We'll be the first e-commerce company at scale to be at 50%, where majority of our transactions are coming from mobile phones. So certainly, I think the consumers are driving a lot of it. But now, as I mentioned, we're starting to see a lot of demand from our merchants for mobile payment systems that are lower cost, for iPad-based POSs, because they're realizing these things are so much easier to use and so much less expensive than what they're using today. But I think consumers have started it and merchants are following. Yeah, so on the merchant side, what's great is I think it used to take a long time to train employees on a new POS. Now, if you have an iPad-based POS, everybody knows how to use an iPad, right? So it's a lot easier to train merchants like employees, et cetera. And so that's something that we're seeing a lot of. Our vision of the future has really three components. One component is we're building a local marketplace, right? A local marketplace is where a merchant tries to get customers. And they do that through publishing deals. And as I said, we've produced something new called Deal Bank, which allows us to provide deals on demand. And 60% of the merchants who work with us have decided to participate in Deal Bank. So that's one component. The second component is the mission-critical software that today runs on tablets that the merchant uses on their end to run their business. And that's where we've got our Breadcrumb suite of products, the Breadcrumb Pro, which is our premium POS for restaurants, Breadcrumb POS, which is our free cash register replacement, and Breadcrumb Payments, is the payment processing. And then the third component are the smartphone users. And so, as I said, since 45% of our transactions are on mobile, we have millions of people who are using the Groupon mobile app today. So when you take that local marketplace, you add the mission-critical software that we're now producing, the cloud-based, tablet-based software that's running at the merchant, and you combine that with all our smartphone users, what you can do is provide this beautiful way for merchants to run and grow their business simply by plugging to Groupon. Because since we're running their business, we understand their average transaction level, we understand when they're busy, we understand when they're not, and we have the smartphone users so we can market their deals appropriately in our marketplace. And it all just works really well. And that's really the vision and what we're trying to do for mobile and local commerce. Two things. If you're a merchant, we'll look at merchants and consumers. If you're a merchant, you should absolutely look into how you can save money on credit card processing. There's no reason to pay the rates you're paying, whether it's Breadcrumb Payments or something else, but I think that's critical. You should absolutely look into, if you don't have a POS, you have a cash register, why not get a simple iPad-based cash register, because it'll give you real-time reporting on your business, and it's going to be much better than a cash register. If you have a legacy POS, look into something cloud-based because it'll be cheaper and it'll be easier to use. If you're a consumer, I think you're in a golden place, because essentially all you need to get is a smartphone, and every business is rushing, whether it's payments or whether it's ordering online, every business is rushing to give you capabilities to do something, to interact with them in a better way from your mobile phone.